Okay, so we've got Uharis. Not gonna dive right into that head first, I don't think. Probably just gonna take Citizen and Experiment. There's Razorkin, but that's a red card. But legitimately, I think these are the two best cards in the pack. Or as an Ulk, so yeah, combo. We're gonna take Lost and Lookout here. The rest of the pack pretty bad. I like Dreadfang fine. Rest of the cards kind of mopey though. Drunith is like the thing you do on week 6 of the format, but that's not going to exist for this format, I imagine. In any case, though, I'd probably still take Hideout and Lookout. I mean, Hideout, yes. Could take Wisecrack, Splash Removal Spell, Will that Uharis for blue-red. Unstable Experiment is a combo with this card. This is true. All right, I'm just gonna take the boring cards, I think. Black-red land. I've heard good things about this Helm. I've not ever seen it in play. And when I say good things, I mean like this is not a trash card. Not saying it's like busted or anything. I think I take it here. Like, I don't know. I really hate Steelwed Surveyor. More than usual, for whatever reason. It even has like a relevant type, but I don't know. This card feels like extra bad to cast to me. Hey, Volerdonk, how's it going? Yeah, there's that binding. Yeah, it's really weird. Think I take it, though. Okay, just some stuff. And just some stuff. It's a good open. Okay, so like we have some blue cards, a white card that doesn't pair very well with the blue cards, and this weird enchantment that I am not going to pay too much attention to. But Conius, I will pay attention to Conius. And Kuminosu, Crook, Restitching's okay. Could just take Kuminosu here and splash this Cronus in blue-white. Some good green cards here. There's a Vision. We'll take that one. And Ridgeline, maybe? Third Lookout's kind of suspect, and don't care so much for Hide. I've got Gravestone and Shroud. I mean, I do need some removal. Like, we have actual none. I guess we've got Conius. Yeah, I'll take these two happily. I don't hate Alley Lurkers either. I think this card's okay. It could be the case. I just want it over Gravestone, honestly. Yeah, I'm actually kind of into that. Like, it plays well with Kumnoso. It's more creatures for Lost. Ooh, Breako. Oh, yeah, I guess I should have looked at that Sudden Strike Eidolon. You're right, you're right. So Bargain Spitter has this Helm to get. That's cool. Currently it. Am I going to take Breako instead? I think I just need the interaction too much. Maybe if I wasn't splashing here already. Okay, Pigeon Knot at its best in this deck. With no Web Slingers, but still probably fine. Okay. Alright, good open. Few good opens, actually. Look, we could have had two. We could have done the thing. Skivix, Sudden Strike, and Tactics. So, definitely taking Strike. I think that's the better of the removal spells here. I think I take Skivix, too. Like, it's good with the Lookouts. I do want some interaction, but... Ooh, nice. You know, we'll pick some up here. Villain count's not super high. Well, 6 is actually okay. It's better than I thought. It's a nice one. Do we... Actually, I didn't even notice this passage. That's interesting too. I was gonna say, do we take snatchback so we have double snatchback with Watcher? We could do the thing, you know, on turn 6, where you pick it up in response to the trigger. I think I should take the land. Carlo, Experiment, Closet. I mean, Carlo is a better card than the others. Am I playing this Binding? I think probably not in this deck if we don't get, like, you know, 5 more creatures, and that seems unlikely. We take, like, Closet and Experiment, maybe? I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to take Carlo there and move towards more of a blue-black deck. This is good, though. Spinner plus Snatchback. Yeah, I agree. I really would like if there was a way to put my cards I don't want in the sideboard, drag them quickly in there. Like, you can have the sideboard open and just pick, but there's no way to drag. Extremely, you know, first world issues, but... Can you drag? Even if you can, it's like there's something that feels wrong about it. I don't know exactly what it is, but you know what I mean. Don't think I... do I play Swamp? I guess not if I'm playing Ridgeline. Get this Pastry out. Put our all in. We got to 13 creatures, which is probably not enough for the Binding. If you drag both its ends to the sideboard, if you drag one to the sideboard, then choose pick it will move one. Oh, I see, okay. But that's not how my muscle memory remembers it, so it's wrong and bad. Alright, I think I play the Helm here. Probably don't need this many planes. We got, that's 7. I should probably go to 6. Okay. Ooh, this hand. A lot of things not great about it. We've got our one target for Bargain Spinner in our hand. We have no blue mana. We have our one target for Bargain Spinner in our hand. We have no non-blue mana. Alright, we keep this. I guess that's nice, right? We get to mulligan, put it back. Look, worked out. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to wait a turn on cycling this Experiment. Maybe if the opponent did something, I'd be more inclined. Well, he did do something. Cast what do? Baywick did it. This is fortunate. Alright, I think I try to experiment to hit a land here. We do. Do I want to pitch this Helm? This is a pretty good way to grind out the game once we stabilize. Unfortunately, this is a spider, so I can't block Gorel. Thank you, Mark. You'll receive your compensation in the mail. I do really appreciate it, though. I said it kind of jokingly earlier, but... Alright. Bargain spinner dead. That's an interesting draw. Should I just play a 9/9? Nine seems good. 9/9 seems good. Oh no, it's a spider. I gotta admit, yeah, I gotta admit, I forgot that it was a spider. Alright, let's get in. This is nice, though. We get to go... Pigeon, connive on the pigeon, hold up the 2 instants. Pitch it. Pigeon down. Pigeon down. Alright, I think I should probably bounce this. Actually, this was bad. There's no reason for me to do this. I was thinking I kind of need it just to, like, buffer my life total, like, get a counter on it again next turn. But, like, I'm making a food here. So it probably wasn't that necessary. Then again, having a 2/2 against Gororel is pretty good. Alright, let's do this. Oh, why did I think it was 2 counters? Oopsie. Okay, well. Let's just do this now. Don't think I want to send this in at Gororel. Yeah, I should have just re-equipped instead of done what I did. Oh no, do they have their own? They do. Ozor, okay. Snatch back. It's a good draw. I think I just snatch back the Gorel, get in. They probably don't jump. The next turn I can Conius it. Guess we attack with both. You getting both? Yeah. Tis a good call, Mark. Tis a good call. I almost wasn't going to be honest. They like their top card. Probably removal, I would guess. Yep. Okay, so now I guess it's just probably nabbing the Phantasm, the Phantasmal image. You are not a spider. So if I attack, they can chump. I don't think that matters too much. Oh, I didn't even realize this thing gained it for good. I thought this was an end of turn thing. Oh yeah, it just gains. That is so weird. It's just straight up an alchemy card. When did we start doing this? When did we agree that we were just gonna do that? I mean, I don't mind personally. It just seems like a thing they wouldn't do, you know? Not lethal, but pretty close. Oh, I guess it could be lethal if we had a spell. Oh wait, what am I saying? It is lethal. Sorry. Yes, my bad. You're not reaching. I always think this thing has reach. That was kind of feels like the kind of card that would randomly have reach. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about the counter from Conniving, that's why. Yeah, it did not reach, exactly. Thought the Orzhov dude had to pick both cards for the opponent's abilities. That would be bad. That would be much worse. Right. Yeah, I knew the other ones weren't forever in perpetuity. I just didn't realize that the rare got the alchemy treatment. Do. I think I want to... Either going to be a land or experiment here. 0-3 versus 1-4 doesn't make that much of a difference. My deck is very blue. Okay, I'll just pitch Planes. Yeah, I agree on the land. Especially with Skivix, like, that thing can maybe win a combat with Experiment. Uh-oh. Well, I'm glad we have a Shroud in hand. Busto. I would love to see this card's win rate if red-white was an actual archetype. Yeah, exactly. 1-4. 1-4 looks pretty good right about now. Alright, that was a good draw. I could just play Skivix, and that might hold some stuff back. I could also play this. Yeah, that's probably a little bit better. Just spend my mana. Block the Surveyor. Oh, yeah, no. I mean, this card's great outside of red-white. I'm just saying, like, if red-white was a deck, it would have even better stats, you know? That's all I'm saying. All right. They just played many things, many things. And we draw Mob Lookout. It's a decent thing to cast. So if I cast anything else, I guess... No, I was going to say, if I cast anything else, I can't cast 2 spells. I could cast these 2. This holds back the 2/2s, which is nice. I could chump the Favored Fighter on this turn. Could also bounce it. That seems not great. It's an interesting turn. So, like... Am I going to be looking out here? I think I am because... Like, I want to be able to walk these 2/2s. I think that's, like, kind of sort of important here. Pitch this. And then if we scalar here, I can actually just block this, take 1. If they remove Lookout, I take Infinite, but that's okay. Like, I could also just hold up Experiment. Maybe that's a little better. Thing is, when these go away, they're going to put it on the Pigeon. Like, I guess I can, like, bounce the Pigeon or something. I think I pass here, but it's close. I could even, like, snatch back. Like, what about this? Do this, eat the 1/1, snatch back the favor. That's kind of interesting. Sort of into that. I'd like a land. There we go. Okay, so now we spinner. This is 3 mana. How am I dealing with this Pigeon? I guess that's a tomorrow problem. We've got a Pigeon of our own, a Vision, Quonius, not a ton. Okay, I guess I don't actually want to have these die. So we just do this. And probably just experiment on a lookout. No, on this thing. Okay. You want 2-5 for the fighter? Oh yeah, I was just thinking I could like bring these out of my grave. And I want these to be able to block these without killing them, was my thought. I got something, it seems. Okay, well, I don't think I can do too much about it right now. Is this tactics? Seems like it's tactics, and they're trying to figure out, yeah, what to kill this or to save this. All right. So I have to block like this. Counters on the pigeon. What you getting? All right, we are fairly dead now. Opponent's also playing quite slowly, so I'm just gonna go to the next game. See a little time. Yeah, I think this is good enough. Mountain has been spotted. Enforcers. All right. I mean, it's not the best thing in the world to kill. That was a good draw. Definitely into killing it now. But like, yeah, if I didn't do that there, we'd be taking like 8 or something off that. Quite the turn 5 we have. This is a strong one. Well, eventually we can tactics that thing. Do I want Bargain Spinner? Gets my equipment. Kind of want interaction. That's probably fine enough. Tempted to top both so you can double spell in turn 6. I can still do that with tactics, right? Like, by the time this is ready to get tacticsed, it'll be a 4/4 or 4 power creature. Kind of just feels like 1/3 flyer isn't exactly what I want here. It's just my thought. Ugh. Oh, God. All right, we're dead. Rakdos too strong. I guess we make one. No. Please leave us more susceptible to removal spell. I was just gonna say, I guess I make one a 6/6 maybe. It's not great though. Kind of hope I draw my snapback or whatever that's called, the bounce spell. Is that what it's called? Snapback? Snatchback. Bounce my shroud. Giving them back an enforcer is not great, but it's better than leaving them with the swings. Okay. Removal spell too? Maybe not. I got a block. No, not the temple trap. Oh, God. All right. GG. God, temple run, yeah. All right, let's do one more. I think I got time for one more. I have to admit, I've been playing a decent amount of Temple Trap. I mean, decent amount is not exactly accurate. I have put that card in my deck multiple times. Willingly. Semi-willingly. Okay. Egrix. Yeah, that's a good one. Happy to start with that. Also, Janny and Hoppy, though. I think we're going to probably... Ooh, never mind. I was going to say, I think we're going to hedge our bets here. It's not true. I'm just going to take the Sting. I didn't see the Sting. I would have taken Janna and Hoppy if Sting wasn't here. I also would probably take Janna and Hoppy if there was, like, another really good green-white card. I think this card is about as good as Egrix, if not even a little bit better, maybe. Okay, nice start. Do I like Common Crook here? The other card I could take is like Basil is the next strongest card, or I guess favored fighter maybe. Favored fighter like brings me towards, I don't know, green-black base. Could do something weird. Could also just take the Common Crook. Any thoughts on why this is the worst shock format of all time beyond red being bad? Well, I mean, red being bad is a pretty big deal, I think. But think of all the shockable things. City Pigeon. You're losing out on that exchange. The Aerialist, right? The 2/2 blue-white hybrid. You're losing out on that because you're paying more mana. The Citizen, right? The 1/1 comes in, draws a card. You're losing out on that. Jedi and Hoppy. Really, there's like so many things that punish just like cheap 1 mana or 2 mana interaction spells and the cheap creatures. Like basically, the cheap creatures are not that punishable by cheap removal. Right? That's Morbing Time. Like that's another thing that punishes the pock. Punishes the pock. Shunishes the pock. Punishes the shock slightly. Is this worse than Shock and MKM? Shock and MKM was okay. It wasn't at its best, but it was like a fine filler card. I think yes. The answer is yes. This is a worse Shock format. Oh, hell yeah. Look at this. Look at this. It does feel pretty good. Like, there's like real roller coaster moments in this format. It really feels good when you're like, man, I'm the only person in my lane. And no, it's not like 8 people draft where, you know, the other person in your lane could be on the way opposite side of the table. And like, sure, you're not affected that much, but you're still not getting all the goodies for your deck. In this format, if you're like, whatever, if you're not sharing a color with somebody, it feels pretty busted. Okay, here I take Leonin and I guess just like Interception. Aerialist is not a villain and it's also hard to cast. I haven't played Data Scrubber yet. And I imagine this won't be the draft for it, but I haven't felt like my opponent cast a piece of card where they just ripped up when they cast this, you know? Like, I feel worse about when my opponent casts this than when they cast the 2/1 reach artifact creature. Oh, Temple Trap. Hell yeah. Oh, Vision's just fantastic. So it just is everything, right? Like, the sizing of it is great for the format. 1/3 blocks, you know, pigeons and all the 2/2s and stuff. But also, like, being a villain matters. Filling your graveyard matters. I'm slightly surprised that it's as high as it is. Like, I thought the, you know, card looks good, not busted to me. Not that it's busted stats, but, you know, like, it's, like, premium common level. I would have thought it would be, like, a little bit, a notch below that. Yeah, sure, in blue-white, it stacks counters. Okay, this pack is probably just going to be a cityscape here. I'd prefer not to play Knife Trick in my blue-black decks. And here, take one of you, take a Scorvus, and, could be a Leonin, could be a red-black land. The thing with the red-black land, like, I like speculating on lands when I'm in blue-black, but, like, the red land doesn't actually cast that much you care about. It's, like, a rare or two, like Gwen Stacy, or whatever the Omen Path equivalent is. I guess Wisecrack if you're short on removal. I think I'm just going to take the Leonin here. Okay, Wekdu. It's a nice one. Wekdu in Alley Lurkers. Wekdu in Gravestone. Kind of like Alley Lurker. Especially this is a, you know, it's an outlet to discard Wekdu. All right, well, this is a busted green-white pack. Oh, not this pack in particular. I mean, this pack's pretty good, but just like the cards we've seen. I'm glad that they are probably going to the green-white player. Because I take Knife Trick over Aerialist, although hoping not to play it. Yeah, Alex, why are you cheating? Stop taking 2 cards. Ooh, baby. One of those goodies. I do miss one, like, pick one draft, though, I gotta admit. Like, this is a nice little distraction, but, you know. Sam, I really agree with what you were saying in Discord earlier. How, like, the set itself, like, the cards, they're pretty good. Like, the mechanics feel fun, the decks are interesting. It's just that, like, I mean, I think the biggest thing with this set right now for me is that I'm like, you know, 20 to 30 drafts in, and ooh, Outsmart, nice. Wait, how many cards did I get from that pack? Like, very few. Very few playables. I'm like 30-ish drafts in. Somewhere between 20 and 30, and like, I feel like I've seen everything, like absolutely everything in the format already. This is the first and only arena set I'm not interested in. Wonder if I'm the only one. No, you're definitely not the only one. Like, absolutely not. I would say you're in a majority. Nice. I definitely like Coup here. I could take one of these 2s, though. Enforcer or Lookout. Lookout plays nicely with, like, this Wekdu. Kind of good on... Good on 2s in general. I mean, I'd like a few more, but I'm not like... I don't have to take double 2s or anything is kind of what I'm getting at here. Yeah, I'm just going to take these 2. Okay. It's a decent one. Yeah, like, I think this actual... So, like, my current take... Tethrix over Experiments. Want 12 creatures. I've got like a creature or two I could play in the board. Yeah, let's take the experiment. Yeah, you like taking the creature and snatch there, Mark? I think it's reasonable. Yeah, sorry, my didn't finish my thought. There's nil in the pack for you. That's funny. That's because I don't remember what my thought was. Oh yes, my thought. I remember. My thought was, it seems to me there's a lot of people who are like aren't playing this set out of just like, I don't know, principles, maybe the word. I like there's a lot of things wrong with the set, and as a, like an act of protest, they're not playing it, which is totally valid. By the way, I'm not trying to say it's a bad thing. I would say though, like if you're not, you don't care about that, and you're just like, oh, should I play this set? Should I touch it at all? It feels like a pretty normal Magic set as far as like gameplay goes. It gets like I like I said, already a bunch of drafts in, and it kind of gets repetitive after a bit. As far as like seeing new things, but the actual gameplay is good. The drafting's fine. So like, set issues aside, if you're like, should I draft this set ever? I think it's fine. If you wanna see it as like voting with your wallet to not draft it, that's also very valid, like I said. But I'm only saying this because there's like a lot of people who are like, ooh, I have no interest in this set at all. But I think it's like kind of just like a normal draft format, you know? Yeah, totally. You're ecstatic. I get you. I get you. Good for about 8 to 12 drafts. I think it's good for more than that, but also your mileage, I guess, might vary on that. My Magic burnout tolerance is pretty high. Pretty low tier draft format. I like it just fine. Like I don't think it's bad at all. It's a little unexciting, but like I think totally structurally sound. Which like I know is not a ringing endorsement. To me, that's what matters though. Structurally sound. I can play it for a bit. I don't have to be having the best time of my life to be enjoying limited Magic, you know. I think it's better than SNC. I do think it's actually better than SNC, though not that much. Yeah, it's Foundations-esque. I like this set better than Foundations. Like, Foundations, I found, like, the cards were just, like, too simple. And that's, like, a personal thing. I know a lot of people really like that, but I don't know. I think this set, while pretty simple, the mechanics are still kind of fun. Is the red structurally sound? No. I'll give you that, but, like, you know, all sets have, not all sets, but a lot of sets have color imbalance, and that doesn't always affect my enjoyment. The bots. Would rather draft this in MH3. I'm excited to try MH3 again, because I didn't love it the first time. MH3 is for directs? Maybe? I thought it was maybe also draftable, but maybe not. Luis. Huh. Well, I mean... spin the wheel. I could also cast Egrix and then just block. Let's do this. Aconite coming with that sub. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And a wrench. How do I feel about doing 7 set reviews in 2016? Yeah, I gotta say, I'm at my limit. I can handle a lot of Magic. 7 sets is too much. 6 sets is too much in my opinion. I really wish it was back to 5. Like, I think 5's a pretty good number. Yeah, I'll just try to 3-turn clock them, I guess. Oh, didn't counter it. Drew 3. That's a hell of a card to copy. So is Luis. Okay, well. Yeah, sounds good, Mark. Sounds good. Double Tyrell. A villain here would have been pretty nice. Am I supposed to? I think I am. I think I'm supposed to wrench this so that they can't get in a clean attack. But now they draw? What do you mean? I think it is my Tyrell, yeah. Oh, it is my Tyrell. Yeah. That's a great point. So they can sack their wrench here. That's true. They could sack to exile Tyrell. They like both their cards. That's not fair. Yes, that was definitely better, Mark. I agree. I did not realize it was my Tyrell. Okay. I guess it doesn't actually get back anything too amazing. But it could? Like a good attack, they block. I attack, they double block. I get it back. Yeah, okay. I guess they don't have to block. They could crack food. Hey, Gar, how's it going? Going well. Going well. That's crazy. Alright, yeah, I guess I just get back my lurker. No, Vex Bots is only once per turn. Oh, I also mistapped. I didn't need to play that land. Oopsie. Yeah. Totally missed it. You know, Gar, I actually don't know. Why is it that the different queues are different pod sizes? Like, what's the logic with best of 3 being 8 players? Okay, so I block, right? Flash in my lurkers. Womp womp. Interesting. Would prefer Scorvus in play, but I think I kind of have to make that attack. And Wickdew. Oh, yeah, now they just bring back Wrench. I completely forgot about that. Never mind. Just scoop into them bringing back Wrench. I should not have made that attack, I don't think. I take it back. Yeah, Mark, if you're still here, I'm not exactly sure. Like, you know, we can have a long conversation about this at some point, but like, yeah, we might just. I think we should kind of lean away from full set review if we're getting 7 sets a year. Like that's just too much. So yeah, we'll figure something out that works, I'm sure. I think this is probably a keep. It's darn close though. Maybe not. Like, this card's good, not busted. I was gonna say that, like, this hand is keepable because we have a busted card in hand, but it's not even, like, busted. Maybe it's still good enough. Like, we draw a Blue Source, we're very happy. It's pretty close. They confirmed 27 has 6 sets. Okay, I mean, even still, it's a lot. Like, even this year and last year, I was kind of feeling the grind. A little late. It's okay, though. Opponent's playing blue-green. How bad it can be. They probably have a Zan in hand, would be my guess. Milled a Leonin and a Leonin. Nice. Okay, so could attack and Scorvus, could attack, experiment Wickdew. I guess attack Scorvus makes the most sense here. As in, spends the most mana. Yeah, thanks, Gar. I think it'll probably be something. Oh, it was actually not Zan. It was Sandstorm. All right, they don't want to play anymore. From a listener perspective, yeah, like I like where we got to, where we've gotten to with the set reviews, as far as like doing the grades before and doing the archetypes. That's all cool. But from like a recording perspective and a editing perspective after, it's a lot. But I do appreciate the compliment. Also, I'm very curious as to what this what's it called? Reality fracture? Fractured reality? I don't know. Some late set from next year. Is that it? We have no idea what that is, right? They didn't comment on it. I think posting our tier list is not really all that different from talking about each card. Like, if people want to see. Yeah, I agree with that, actually, Mark. The thing is, it's, you know, the thing with content, is what I've learned, is that it's not necessarily the information that people are always looking to get out of the content, which sounds weird. It's a lesson I had to learn over a long time, but, like, people want to just hear people talking about the cards, you know? So, I agree the tier list is good for just, you know, like covering, like basically having us cover as much as we can. But yeah, like, you know, we'll find some other cool things to talk about. Well, thanks, Jetstat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Also, yeah, there's actually been a lot of people very appreciative. Common Crook, good job. Good job, Common Crook. That, like, have commented on the YouTube channel recently just being like, not playing the set at all, but just here. I was like, okay, great. Thank you for being here. Right, yeah, Sam, that's definitely the trade-off. That's the thing, though, because, like, obviously, it's nice to be able to, yeah, sit down with, you know, Sam. If Sam likes to sit down with the set and hear people reading out the cards, talking about the cards, obviously Sam loses something in doing it a different way, right? That was hell of a draw that I did not play my land for. Luckily, bailed out, but yeah, so yeah, Sam will lose something, but Sam might also gain something, you know, from whatever else we do, the new thing. yeah, FC motive, because like I this used to be the way I consume content too. I'm now more of like a home listener to content, but it definitely used to be the case where I think an attack all no Leonin, because I think they're probably gonna use a removal spell and then I can mastery whatever they don't use it on. Like I totally get, like, there's some folks that are just absolutely, as long as the content can be, that's how long they would like it to be, you know? Like, just the sheer I have more things to listen to is something people look for. I mean, like I said, that was me when I was more, you know, I like traveled to school and was out and about more. I was just like, give me the content. So yeah, FC motive, I totally feel that. Oopsie, didn't play my Leonin. And very sloppy today. Secret identity. I never looked at the art on this card. It's really funny though. It's just like, yes, it is I, Possum Man, coming to rescue the otter. Who am I? A possum? No. What's that? I mean, I guess it could be any possum. That part of this possum's identity is concealed still. Oh, one art over Spider-Man art. Yeah, I think for the most part, there's a few doozies here and there. Like when I first saw the art, kind of thought like, oh, it's actually like pretty. Like, it doesn't look like cutting room floor art, right? There's a couple in there though, like maybe Temple Trap. I don't know. I remember looking at one or two and just being like, that one's a bit rough. Clarm, that was it. That was exactly it. Thank you for reminding me. Giant's Helm. I don't dislike it. It's just, you know, it has a certain je ne sais quoi, a certain air about it. A certain, this looks like it was drawn in 2001. Double blue. I've been very lucky with his Vex bots. I've had it on turn 2, I think, every single game. There's 3 uniquely named Evolving Wilds. I think there are more. Am I wrong about that? I might be wrong about that, actually. In any case, there's at least 3. You're right about that. I think Terramorphic and Evolving Wilds are the first 2 they're thinking of, I would assume. Escape Tunnel, yeah. I was thinking about that too. Strictly better. I'll just land this mastery, I think. Does Fabled Passage count? No, that is... We need an Evolving Wilds alignment chart. Right? Like, Fabled Passage is somewhere on the... Like, I don't know exactly, but not close to pure, lawful, whatever. Like, the most pure version of the card. It's not too far away. No, you know what? Maybe it counts. Maybe it counts. We'll have to poll people. Does Fabled Passage count as an Evolving Wild variant? I guess so. Now I think about it, you're right, Sam. You're right. It feels more Evolving Wilds than not. Oh, just like straight up. Yeah, like is there That's quite the turn. Ooh. Like straight up, is there another version, like a 4th version of Evolving Wilds? Because I think Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic, and now this, whatever it's called. Yeah. I don't think there's a 3rd one. You're right. How many Blink of an Eyes are there? I think there's 3. There's Blink, Into the Royal, and this one. Yeah, I think we need an alignment chart. Well, listen, great content for me next week, because this set ain't giving me a lot of content to work with. Like, it was so funny. I was thinking, like, when I was recording the podcast this week, I was like, okay, I'll make this one a little shorter than usual for a State of the Format address to give me a little bit of room to talk about some stuff next week. You know, I feel like 2 weeks of content for the set might be the sweet spot. And by the end of the episode, I was like, I pretty much covered everything here. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do for this week's episode, to be quite honest. In all likelihood, it will not be Spider-Man, I'm pretty sure. But time for level up. I think it's time for a season of level ups. I think that might be the play. I do want to do what Ben and Ethan did, though. Here, look, every single time. Their episode they did, like, last month on, like, the tier list of the arena sets. I thought that was cool. I'd actually been planning to do that before they did their episode, and then they did theirs, and ruined all my content. No, I was going to say, then they did theirs, and people really liked that, so I was like, yeah, that seems fun. So yeah, sometime in the next few weeks, I think I'm going to hop on stream and just, if you want to join me for that, we'll take a trip down memory lane. I want lurkers here. It's sort of tempting to kill this Clutter Cluster, because, like, they've done nothing, so it kind of implies they've got, like, some web-slinging cards, or in web cards here. Or they want to be able to, like, get in the cluster and pick it up. I think it's the same time. I should still probably just do this. I guess having this in hand makes me want to do this more too, because if I'm worried about them picking this up, I can just counter their 6-drop. I have actually looped Cluster Clutter. It's been sweet. You often need a vehicle to be able to do it, to be able to tap it outside of combat, but it is cool. Hey, J-Rab, how's it going? All right, you got me. Or, yes, or supportive parents. Exactly. That'll usually do it too. Yes, I would like to counter this spell. All right, I think that's a trophy, right? That was our 4th match. Okay. Well, I think. Wait, hold on. I clicked the box. Okay, yeah, we're there. Yeah, I mean, deck was pretty good. Our lane was really open. I think I should call it a few cards here, because we are still technically not even a week into this format. So, let's see, what are a few cards I think are worth talking about? Kind of just these two are the ones I think I want to. So, Vision, if you haven't caught the word, like this card's really good. This is like a premium common for the villain deck. Also pretty good in blue-white. Good vehicle for counters, but I think I had its best in the villain deck, where you care about milling, care about the creature type. And Aral is another one that I think is worth talking about. A card I kind of, wrote off as filler-ish. And it is kind of filler. It's not an amazing card or anything, but this is the kind of card, like 3 mana 3/3 with a bit of an ability. Flying in a bit of an ability. It's usually the kind of card that we never play or just end up being very bad. And I play, like, I don't know, I average a copy, I would say, in most of my blue-black decks. Like, the fact that it's a villain, the fact that it does stuff when you mill it, does stuff when it dies, like, all good stuff. Yeah, that's a good call, Mark. I think that the Bane Mark Leonin deserves a shout-out. I'm playing 3 of them. Must mean I think something good of it, right? Yeah, no, I do. I do think something good. I think this card is quite solid. But yeah, I think that's kind of it. Like, we drew our Vex spots on turn 2 every time. That helped. But yeah. All right, chat. I'm going to pack up. Thanks for hanging out today.